been brewing lots of ideas and stuff, and I wanted to share today one of the principles in terms of content writing to up your know, like, and trust factor. So I was asked by a student the other day, like, how do you create impact when you write or power write in order for somebody to buy your stuff or listen to you? And I give a really good example I wanted to share with you here today. So if we think of Kim Kardashian, for example, say that she decides to sell some sort of cream or jewelry or a coaching program, it doesn't matter what she sells, people just go and buy anything she does or sells, right? Why does that happen? Because her know, like, and trust factor is very high. Now, it doesn't have to be Kim Kardashian, it could be anybody, but she's just a good example to dial this in. So how do we up our know, like, and trust factor through content continuously? We might not get to the level of Kim, but we can up our own. And the way to do it is by spinning up content that creates trust. So how do we do that? If we just write a baity hook, it might get lots of attention, but attract freebie seekers or get loads of impressions and followers. But then when it comes to buying, nobody actually buys, right? So what we want to do is the 3P principle. So the 3P principle starts with proof, followed by followed by promise, and then followed by plan. So let's break it down. Proof. If I don't start my content with some proof, then people are less likely to listen. If I start my post with, for example, in the last 4 months, I made 250K versus here's how to make 250K or here's how to grow your business. If I started with in the last 4 months, I made 250K, instantly the know, like, and trust factor goes up, right? So then if I then follow it with a promise, which is I'm going to show you how, after investing hundreds of thousands into my personal education and hundreds of thousands of hours to master it over the last 5 years, here are 6 things that came out of that. Now, all of a sudden, the promise is the 6 things that I'm going to teach you to get there. You're now listening because of the proof. You've now got a promise that we're going to execute. And now the plan is the 6 things that I outlined. So how do we get there? So then I can break it down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. I'm not going to go through them right now, but some of them could be, let's say in this example, how to optimize your social media profile, how to make offers every day, how to not look at views and impressions as a signal for getting clients, but actually looking at who's engaging in your inbox, who's engaging in your content, and what sort of DMs you get. You get the idea, right? So tying that together and doing that in your content strategy alone will increase that know, like, and trust factor. So this is one of many ways to actually get people to listen. And I always kind of think about this as a legal battle, right? So when you have a legal battle, you've got to prove to the jury that everything you do is right. So you back it up. So you make that you show that proof, and then you back it up with statements, usually making lists and breakdowns and teardowns of that content. Get somebody to believe in you and believe that the proof is right. And a lot of people shy away from like reintroducing themselves, but as your list or your audience is growing, it might be a good strategy to introduce yourself again once in a while, and having these kind of social proof factors where you talk about yourself and your philosophy and bringing that back, tying it back to old posts, actually gets somebody to remember, because you know your own story, you know your own wins, but somebody that's been following you for a while might forget. And also basically new people that follow you every day have no idea. So I always assume that people don't know me, and I reintroduce everything that I do once in a while. So I hope that's helpful for you today.